Hello and welcome to another game of the Corsair Summer Tournament. We are here with RoX.KIS taking on NEXT.kz. This is a group stage. We are in Group A. And the group stages are like mini double elimination brackets. So this is the first game these two teams play. And they will decide who goes to the winner's bracket and who goes to the loser bracket. Loser bracket round number 1 will be played after this one. I'm not going to give a spoiler just yet for who is in it from the other two teams, which is, by the way, IC Cup and Virtus Pro. So we're just gonna see RoX.KIS, NEXT.kz, game number 1. We are, of course, here with 2 extra people next to me. We are here with Musik. He'll be providing you with stats. You won't hear him, but you'll see what he does. And, of course, the one that you will hear, we have switched it up a little. It is Kanaz. Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Good to have you back. So, RoX.KIS, NEXT.kz. I haven't seen NEXT.kz play in a while, but I have to just say, they have been playing so long with their same roster that there can only be good things out of it.
Yeah, you would think they have some pretty good team synergy just by working together for so long. And they usually play pretty well. And RoX.KIS, obviously, they've been kind of all over the place, and then they had the issues with solo. No. They're playing with a stand-in and their new player, Tron, or Throne, you were saying. So who knows who's going to be able to take it, if RoX.KIS are going to be able to play on the level that we're expecting of them, or if NEXT.kz are just going to have some superior teamwork and able to take these games off of them.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of on paper, RoX.KIS should take these games. But NEXT.kz, like, their synergy should be allowing them for a bit of leverage as well right there. We have got some standard bans with a Bat Rider and a Wisp. Train Protectors, lately kind of standard. Though, well, not that high of a win rate just yet, as you might think, at least from one of the stats that we saw earlier this week. We also have got a Gyrocopter banned out, making the Lifestealer the first pickup for RoX, and then a Darkseer and a Shadow Demon picked up by NEXT.kz. And one left for RoX to pick up. Still have Lone Druid in the pool. I'm feeling like I'm missing some vital hero that's normally picked up first. Weaver. It wasn't Weaver that I was thinking about, but they pick up Weaver.
Am I missing? I'm not thinking of anything particular. There's probably something, and I'm not thinking of it either.
Nature's Prophet, perhaps. But it wasn't. It's not the one that I was thinking about, but still a very high-profile pick lately.
Yeah, he's been getting picked up quite a bit lately. We've seen Visage from some teams quite a bit. This is actually somewhat unusual from NEXT.kz, what they're drafting, picking up Darkseer and Shadow Demon so early. Heroes that we used to see picked up very early in drafts, and they've kind of slipped further and further back. And maybe even we don't even see Shadow Demon as much as we did maybe 2 months ago.
True. We have a Visage in the ban out. Yeah, we still have a Bane in the pool. That's one that I'm missing right now. I'm actually expecting NEXT.kz to ban it out because they picked up a Shadow Demon for themselves, and Shadow Demon and Bane don't really have that big of a synergy. And Bane is like the only hero that's still in the pool that is like good for setting things up.
Rubik's pretty okay too.
True, you're right, I forgot about Rubik.
So if they want to go like a Rubik route, they have that. And Shadow Demon, Darkseer, they both have decent-ish spells to steal. Nothing like amazing team fight turning abilities, but stealing a wall can be pretty powerful, even if you don't have the vacuum, just because it's confusing to tell whose wall's who. And Shadow Demon has several spells that are all like pretty decent. None of them are great to steal, but they're all pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, 3 more heroes to steal things from.
Yes, and certainly at some point you would expect NEXT.kz to pick up someone that has some good spell. Presumably at some point they'll want to have like good, powerful spells on their team. I don't, maybe not.
You'd expect so, yeah.
Yeah, but there's lots of heroes in the pool, and we've started seeing sort of the played hero pool expanding with the most recent patch. So it's hard to say exactly who they're going to go for. We're seeing supports banned out by both teams.
Yeah. I think it's kind of hurting RoX more than NEXT.kz, because RoX already has one support, while NEXT.kz already has one support, while RoX doesn't have anything, and NEXT.kz with the first pickup indeed. I mean, we still have the Leshrac in the pool and the Bane. I mean, those two together already make a great combination. You have got your Nightmare setting up for Split Earth. It's awesome, but that's about it.
Yeah, they're definitely running out of options for what they can go for. There's also some more sort of unusual heroes that they could pick up as supports. We've seen like Skywrath Mage supports
True.
in the past. Disruptor's gotten picked up by some teams. I think it's mostly been VP
Oh,
though.
we're
Oh,
really...
NEXT.kz. Alright. Alright, I see where we're going with this draft.
Yeah.
Some Cancer Lancer.
So NEXT.kz, I think, well, I'm one of those people that haven't seen them play in quite some time, and I'm thinking some of my viewers also haven't seen them that often. Sorry, some weird loud noises outside. But like, they give a first impression here. I don't think it's a very good one.
Well, for fans, maybe not. People don't like watching the Phantom Lancer.
If
but
they
Mantis,
win with it, though.
Yeah, Mantis is a good player.
True.
And he plays Phantom Lancer quite well, so I'm not really surprised to see this. But, like, no one likes to watch Phantom Lancer Keeper Light combo. You know that lane's coming, and it's going to be miserable to lane against. It's just so much nuke damage that they can just keep putting out. So it's really hard to deal with, and they pick up a Lich here for RoX. I'm not sure how they're going to want to lane it. It looks like it's going to be support with the other 3 heroes they have. We haven't really seen much Lich support. Maybe I haven't seen any, if thinking back. It's been all like off-lane Lich played by like Quantic. Yeah. So it looks like it has to be support here with Weaver, Lifestealer, Puck, unless they want a dedicated jungle Lifestealer, off-lane Lich, and then like a dual lane with Weaver. I wouldn't count on that, but I guess it's doable.
I think it's just gonna be put to make sure that Phantom Lancer is not gonna get as much farm as Lifestealer is. That's gonna be his goal. He might be together with the Weaver though, like, yeah, we'll be a okay lane. I think I've seen them before actually. No, it was a Wisp with the Weaver, never mind, that was today. But no, a Lich with the Weaver on the offlane can be happening with the Puck mid. And we have, of course, got some new bans for NEXT.kz. They probably want to ban out a secondary support or a jungle hero. I wouldn't mind seeing a Rubik ban still, or a Bane ban. There we go, it is indeed the Bane. And they don't want to see with the Lifestealer together there. And then, of course, a solo mid ban for the side of RoX, because that's what NEXT.kz is still missing.
Tons of mids that they can pick up. If they want to go with like a Queen of Pain and just the Queen of Pain Puck matchup that we kind of see somewhat frequently, they go ban out of Storm Spirit. I don't know if that's a hero NEXT.kz would have gone for here. He's definitely a great initiation hero, and NEXT.kz don't have the best initiation at the moment. Darkseer's okay at it, but he's usually a little bit better as sort of a follow-up. Once the team starts already piling up, then you can get the big vacuum walls up. If he has to just run in and hope to get a big vacuum, it's a little bit harder. But they have options. They could go with Kunkka. He's a hero that we've seen in the mid lane and plays some decent initiation with the X marks the spot.
And if you want to go for dual lane, is that possible then too?
Yeah, they could even run a dual lane with Shadow Demon in the mid lane. That could be very powerful. I don't know. NEXT.kz have options. It's just really what they're comfortable running with. It's been a while. I can't remember who they favor in the mid lane.
Well, I would actually like to see. I don't know if they still do that, but they used to run Style Cut on the Brewmaster very often on a solo lane, solo mid.
He used to use Alchemist as well, if I recall correctly. He was one. I think NEXT.kz was one of the first teams that did the Alchemist solo mid with Shadowblade.
I think that was RoX.
I think NEXT.kz were actually doing it before RoX.
Okay, I only know it from RoX, that the first one from my point of view, but
yeah, it's also possible RoX, but yeah, there was Mag.
They did
not
take
a trip
down memory lane.
Yeah, he's been out of the pool for, I guess, ever since they nerfed his damage on his ultimate.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like that big of a nerf, and then people tried to play him, and you realize you can't get solo kills anymore.
Are we gonna see an Earthshaker? No. Damn.
Did you see people in chat talking about Earthshaker?
I was like, oh my god, I wish that would happen, but then no. Not happening. Well, we still have a Rubik, so, I mean, I mentioned the Bane and the Rubik. There you have one of them, the other one banned out. No real surprise there. And I like the Magnus pickup. I'm not really convinced. He has to have a decent mid lane, and up against a Puck, he's not going to have it. So normally you have like a Phantom Lancer, and he wants to make it late game, obviously. So you have a hero or two that can make things happen mid game. Right now on Next, that's only Magnus. And he kind of has to win his lane a bit, or at least play fairly even in terms of if he wants to actually be that force in the mid game that can keep people away from the Phantom Lancer. I'm not sure he can do that if he is up against a Puck.
Well, Darkseer can help with that as well, just because Darkseer is so mobile, and also usually we see rushing like a mech. So it gives him some team fight presence as well in the mid game. You can usually get that in pretty quickly. But yeah, their mid game is probably going to be quite lacking, relying on the Phantom Lancer carry, who really needs a lot of farm to get going. But I think you know that, picking the Phantom Lancer, and they're probably comfortable with that. and going to play around it. And they're actually heading towards the bottom lane, which is highly unusual with a Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, well, maybe like rested. Maybe they want to dodge the ledge. That could be. I mean, we have got Mantis, of course, playing the Phantom Lancer. No surprise there. Reeves on the Keeper of the Light support, and they're being chased by Equal, who will be on the Shadow Demon. In the mid lane, we have got what a fucker. Is he actually 9? As in the player 9? No.
9?
9.
I don't.
There used to be a person that was named 9 on NEXT.kz. No, was too long ago.
Okay.
I've
seen Wadafaka play. I've seen Wadafaka play.
Okay, then that's the rotation that the one that I don't know about. Wadafaka will be playing the Magnus in the mid lane. So Stalcat will be on the Darkseer solo. Safe.
Yep, and for RoX, we're gonna have Yol on the Rubik up in that top lane, with Nexus playing the stand-in playing carry for Lifestealer. We're gonna have Tron on the Weaver. Looks like he's heading towards the bottom lane. BZZ gonna be on the Puck in the mid lane, and finally Vanscore, who's denying a creep in the mid lane, will be on the Lich. Looks like he's heading bottom as well, so they are running the dual lanes with the Weaver. It looks like, at least to start.
Yeah, and that means that they are expecting that the Phantom Lancer to be on the bottom lane, because I mean that's the reason you pick up a Lich. You wanna deny experience from the enemy's carry. So kind of some anticipation here. Look at that, the ward already aggressively placed. Tron already showing himself. Did they bring sentries? Yes, they did. Cool. Shadow Demon has got 2 sentries, so let's see if they can do something there. Disruption, of course, will set up for an Illuminate. There will be a Lance, and it all depends, is there enough damage? Oh, come on, don't do that! Sorry, my bad. Yol gets the first blood. That was the first blood, first time I missed that today. Magnus picks it up. Overextension, I'd say.
Yeah, he was just out there, and once Rubik lifts him, took a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I say overextension, but he was on his own turf, so I guess.
Yeah, it was Yol had a haste run on the Rubik, so he just was able to run in and get the telekinesis off. And he's actually hanging out in the mid lane trying to pressure Wadafaka. It looks like maybe he's heading towards the top lane again now. Yeah. He doesn't really need to be up there too much. Nexus doesn't have a terrible matchup against Stalcat on the Darkseer with that Lifestealer.
No, and with BZZ now getting the advantage already in the mid lane, Wadafaka is going to have even a tougher time to get that mid-game dominance on that we were talking about earlier. Like, is he actually able to make stuff happen? I mean, of course, time will tell. In the meantime, there was a disruption here up on the Weaver, but he is able to run away afterwards. Sentry Ward did go down, but they didn't end up getting a kill.
Yeah, and that's an interesting stat. Magnus actually picked up 3 times as much in May as in June. And June's basically over, so that's pretty much all we're going to see of Magnus, probably.
Yep.
And 6.78, just, he really doesn't have the impact he used to.
Maybe an income buff for Magnus?
I don't know if I'd expect that.
It will be tough. It will be tough for sure. Now, Puck, in the meantime, he is out of regen. He actually doesn't have a bottle just yet. I'm quite surprised he doesn't. But he
went for the early No Talisman build.
Yeah, but he didn't. He would have gotten pooled then some also, but he just bought everything himself then by the looks of it. And, I mean, right now, what the fuck, he has got his bottle on his way. Oh, wait a second, that's a courier snipe. Nice flying courier though. Never mind, me. Flying courier will bring the bottle, and the flying snail will be coming around there to not get the courier snipe happening. Nice rotation from Vanscore regardless.
Yeah, it was a good idea to try and go in for that courier. A lot of times you can get it early on.
Yeah.
Teams will just be a little bit lazy on the first bottle delivery and leave it on the ground, and just one auto attack's enough. Unfortunately for Vanscore, NEXT.kz rather, were not that lazy, and they immediately upgraded it, so just kind of wastes a little bit of his time. I think he denied a creep in the mid lane while he was there, though. Maybe not.
I don't think he was enraged there. Maybe. We'll never know anymore unless we watch the replay. In the meantime, Tron is having an okay time here, I have to say. Like, he's 11 for 2. Might not be something to write home about, but he's keeping on par with Mantis. And he's not dying, which is of course the main thing here.
Yeah, it's not... Weaver's one of, I guess, the better matchups here. You can't dodge the Spirit Lands by going invisible, but you can sort of just keep away pretty effectively. But as these levels come out and the mana regens there, Spirit Land starts doing more damage, it's going to get harder and harder for this Weaver to really survive in the lane.
In the meantime, Stalcat sitting on 19 for 1. He's doing actually fairly okay for himself as well. Nexus, 20 for 1 though. He is actually highest in terms of last hits, because we have got Keeper of Light running away for this one. They actually counter-initiate on the Lich. Mantis just buying some time for his teammate to get himself away from there. Oh. Oh, Magnus, trouble. He still wanted to get the double damage rune, but he won't be able to get it, and he might actually go down, but StyleCat comes in to help. Nice score, Yul trying to run. Here comes a surge from StyleCat. Don't block your teammate, what-a-fucker. Try to stay alive. Never mind, you're dead. As is Yul though, so they do get a kill in return, but StyleCat getting the better, or sorry, BZ getting the better of that one, and he might actually be able to get another kill. He does have another orb. And that right click, nice disruption. Oh, so clutch. So clutch. Oh, BCZ is not done. He's still going. For his orb. With the double damage rune. 1 hit, 2 hits. 2 hits.
He's got double damage rune.
Yeah, that will be
hit.
it. That will be it. That's gonna be a double kill for BZ in the end. He has been in all 3 kills of his team so far. And all solo experience, but almost solo experience, actually.
Not the first or the second one,
yeah, the
actually.
second one wasn't solo. The first and...
Rubik got the kill on the first one.
Yeah, never mind that then. Only one with solo experience, and he might get another one right here. He still has an orb if he wants to. He has a dream coil as well. He's level 6.
Yeah, but Skewer is pretty effective for getting away from Dream Coil. He'd have to probably tower dive if he wants to go for that. He doesn't have actually enough mana to use all 3 of his spells. So he's probably not able to get that kill, at least not for the moment. He is bottle crowing though, and he can harass Wadafaka. Try and keep him a little bit lower, force him to use those bottle charges so that when he does go in, it's going to be a little bit easier to try and get that kill on the Magnus.
Oh, Yul. Yul might be in some trouble. Disruption is there, but Telekinesis was still there on StyleCat, and Nexus, he's actually going to open up on StyleCat, forces him to use his haste. Oh, Yul was he still goes down. One more hit away. Equal, looking for it. StyleCat still chasing him down. He's eating a tree. Yul's still alive for now. Iron Shell gets put up an Equal on the surge, but there is the Fate Bolt, and that is StyleCat going down as well. That's gonna be a double kill here on the top lane, 1 for each. And they really almost had Yul there, but then ended up giving 2 kills away. This guy's quite a shame. Like, it's just almost the whole time. They almost have it, but then no, and they die.
Yeah, and now Wadafaka in the mid lane.
With the haste rune of BCT, it's very tough to get away from that, especially if you don't have mana and you don't have your Skewer there. He'll end up dying. Nice phase shift, just in case. But yeah, that's gonna be another kill going away with RoX. RoX looking solid.
Yeah, they're getting kills in all of their lanes. They were kind of going even on farm, top and bottom. Mid lane, it's pretty close as well. But with these kills going the way RoX.KIS, it's going to become harder and harder for NEXT.kz. They're going to start getting out-leveled, especially by this Puck who's been involved in 4 to 6 kills.
Yeah.
And he's coming towards the bottom lane now to try and set up even more kills. And if they get a kill on Mantis right now and really start slowing down his farm, it's going to be difficult for NEXT.kz to do much.
They're gonna dive him. Here comes some extra mana. He doppelbox himself out, so they will take down the Keeper of Light, but they won't take down the Phantom Lancer, and that's gonna be good for Mantis. But yeah, I mean, this is like, we know that the mid game is the time when you have to have for NEXT.kz something that keeps you in the game, and you would. Well, you picked up the Magnus for that. Magnus is not going to be able to do that. He does have an RP right now, but where's the damage going to come from?
Yeah, Phantom Lancer not really going to be able to do any damage. You could sort of say that, like, Keeper of Light, he can do some magic damage if he has some levels, but he's only level 4 at the moment. Darkseer, he can certainly do some damage as he gets levels, but he's got 1 point in vacuum right now because he's only sitting at level 6. So until they get at least some, like, level 10, 11... on Darkseer and like 7 or 8 on Keeper Light, they really don't have any follow-up for that RP. Yep. And it's going to be difficult for them until they get it. Yeah,
and this Darkseer, I mean, is not going to be like getting that levels that fast because he can't really do that much here on the bottom lane anymore. He died twice already. I mean, you just said he's level 6. Rubik is level 6 too. Rubik has got mana boots. There's no boots on the Darkseer.
Rubik's been involved in a lot of kills, and that's really what he's getting all of his experience from. StyleCat's just hanging out in lane, so he's doing okay in terms of staying alive, but he's getting really heavily outfarmed by the Lifestealer at this point, just because of his deaths.
Yeah, in the meantime, Weaver might be troubled by an Illuminate, but no, that's actually gonna hit on creeps. Never mind. I mean, Vanscore is the one that's under-leveled for RoX. I say under-leveled, but that's not really true. I mean, he's just lower level than the rest. He's the same level as the Keeper of the Light. Only 1 level lower than Mantis, as Mantis is going to get a bit of aggression here. We also have the Rubik coming in as well. This might be trouble for the Phantom Lancer, and his teammate has already left him, so he goes down, while his Keeper of the Light will go down as well, because Tron will just be able to do just that, kill him off. And 9-1 is the kill score. This game It's going from bad to worse for RoX.KIS, for NEXT.kz, as their Shadow Demon goes down as well. RP was used, Skewer towards the tower, Iron Shell gets put on. What can you do against the puck though? They will be able to kill him off in the end with a shockwave. He still had the orb. I'm kind of curious to see why, well, why did BSD not use his orb to try and get away, but maybe he thought he was already doomed.
Yeah, I'm not sure, I didn't check his cooldowns. But they finally get a revenge kill, but they were losing a lot of deaths, like players for it, so it's tough for them to just say, well, at least we got the puck, but we lost 2 heroes in the bottom lane. One was our carry, and they lost the Shadow Demon in that middle lane, so they only weren't really, they went even in terms of numbers. It's a much more important kill for them to get the puck, but it's still just feeling like they're scrambling, trying to make whatever happen that they can, but they're gonna have to fight pretty hard here just to stay alive.
And we already see the result of not having that strong mid-game hero that NEXT.kz needs. I mean, Mantis rotates, so normally he would want to be able to farm freely there while someone else was distracting elsewhere, but TP's already coming in. We already have got Lich sitting here, so the Nice incoming. Puck is coming in here as well. We do have Stalcut hanging around as well, so they know that something is coming up. But in the meantime, you don't want Mantis in these fights. You want him to farm freely somewhere on the lane, and he can't do it. He can't farm anywhere for free. Oh, trouble for Vanscore perhaps. Skewer, that's gonna be Lich in some trouble, but here comes Puck from the low ground. From the high ground, goes to the low ground. Telekinesis up on the Magnus. Dream Coil up on 2, but where's the damage? Where is the damage? Surge up on Stalcut, here comes also Equal, looking for a disruption, should it need be? Be needed? Not needed. Not needed at all. Well, in the end, no kills anywhere. But they do waste a lot of time up on Mantis again, he just can't farm freely, and he needs to farm freely.
Yeah, he's doing okay up in this top lane. He's getting some farm against this lifestealer. Neither one is really in a position where they're going to kill the other, unless they do something silly.
Yeah, Fate Bolt, Orb, and yeah, the Realist Rift coming in from BZZ. That's another kill on the board for NEXT.kz. Death on the board for NEXT.kz. I keep mixing them up. Awkward.
Yeah, you keep saying the opposite. Yeah. You really want NEXT.kz to be winning, huh?
I want it to be a bit more even. Yeah. Kinda. Wow, 900 gold. That's a lot of gold denied.
Yeah, of course Lich not obviously being that efficient. He also didn't use it on the first wave. He used it on mid to try and create that advantage there, but it's a very powerful skill just for that. And with the buffs to him, teams are willing to try him out again, even though he's kind of been out of the scene for a long time. But it's definitely powerful to be able to just take that gold, that experience away from a carry. And Mantis, he's struggling. He's not doing awful, but he's behind both carries on the side of RoX.KIS. And that's the problem that you're going to face. They have a dual carry lineup on the other side.
RP both of here, BZZ. Will he go down? Yes, he will. Disruption keeps the Magnus safe on the high ground for a little while longer. Lich might be able to do something, or no, Yol comes in to pick up the kill. Equal will go down as well. That's 2 for 1. This time, though, I would say that this is a worthy trade. Unless they also lose their Darkseer. Which they shouldn't. Surge away, Stalcut should be safe. But I mean, they forced out some TPs, which is great. They take down the solo mid. Delay his Blink Dagger. You know, they lose their own solo mid and a support, but I think they actually got the better of that. But they also lose a tower, and now all of a sudden it's not better for them anymore.
Yeah, but when you're behind, you know, even trades, those are fine, but when you're going down trades, it's really tough for you. You need to start like making a stand, getting experience some way, and they can't lose 2 heroes for 1 repeatedly, because that's what creates these kill deficits. Yeah. And losing a tower on top of it, even more gold, even more map control going the way of RoX.KIS, and they're already scrambling trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah, oh, Yol. 2 versus 1 here. Can he get himself away? Wow, what a skewer that was. Now he's stuck though. Bait Bolt from the high ground. Shockwave does quite some damage. Here comes some help. Maybe Vanscore can do something. He is level 6. He can throw out his ultimate. Stalcat, trouble, finds Tron. Disruption is going to be there, creating some illusions, getting some more vision. Shockwave, that should be 1 dead Rubik. But that is also 1 dead Magnus. In comes Mantis, looking for more. Gets a Dream Coil up on him. And he is actually going to be in a lot of trouble. He looks to be going down. The dust is already there. That's a double kill for Tron. Can he make it a triple is the question. Stalcat's already trying to run towards the tier 2 tower. Gets chased down. And Tron, he needs to dive this. He wants to dive this. He has got a time lapse. He has no fear. And he time-lapses, but he doesn't get the kill in the end. Disruption will make sure that BZ also cannot chase, so they end up getting 2 kills for 1 Rubik, and one of those 2 kills, the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, they lose their mid and their carry for a support. Rubik doesn't feel like the trade. And they lose a tower and probably another tower as well. It's not looking good for NEXT.kz. They're just not really able to do anything, and they're trying to scramble around to make something happen because they need to make something happen. They can't just expect to sit and farm and hopefully come out ahead in the late game, because they're never going to get to the late game doing that sort of strategy, because their late game will be 20 minutes later than they expect it to be with how this game has gone thus far.
Oh, blink in from the puck. With an infest, it's Shadow Demon that goes down. Here comes an RP, but where comes the damage? Magnus in some trouble trying to run. Nice Darkseer wall though. Stalcat running himself away as well. Nobody goes down on the side of RoX, while both big ultis were used on the side of NEXT.kz. And now Stalcat, he actually has himself the Surge stolen, and he might get chased before that. Oh, wow. That's a bit of a... It was a bit of a trigger-happy... Yeah, trigger-happy Lich ulti. But in the meantime, still... Keeper of Light goes down, Darkseer goes down, double kill for Tron, and I mean, this is just going from bad to worse. It's just, you know, what does NEXT.kz has to do to keep themselves into this game? Because right now it's not going... They already placed a ward in the base of the opponent team, even though the tier 2 towers are still standing.
Yeah, there's not really much they can do with this kind of lineup. They need to go late game. They have like a sort of turtley lineup with Magnus, with Darkseer, Keeper Light. All these heroes are good at counter pushing, but they're not really in a position to make any use of it because Puck is really far ahead, has a Blink Dagger, and is just initiating with Nakes. And you can't just sit back and hope to nuke down creep waves all game, because they're not going to let you do it. They will dive your towers, they will try and take those fights. And with how low level most of their heroes are by comparison, it's really difficult for them to kill these heroes like Nakes, like Weaver, before they pick apart your team.
Yeah, you have a level 5 Keeper of the Light, and then you have a level 11 Lifestealer. It's kind of troublesome, and I mean, you just said you normally, as a support, you sit at the back of the fight, spam your spells, and that's gonna be you turtling, right? But indeed, with that Puck, infest out. Like, if you're sitting on the back or not, Puck is gonna blink up on you and infest out, you're down half HP already, because it's a level 2 infest. And he is actually infested again in the Puck. Surprise. With the haste rune this time. Let's see where they're gonna find. Oh, Mantis. Dream Coil there. Do they have the dust? They don't even need the dust. No Doppelwalk coming out from him. And they would have had dust, should it be needed, but not needed at all. And that's gonna be another kill. And that is basically the only hero that can keep NEXT.kz in this game later on, and they are shutting him down deftly.
Yeah, Mantis can't even find farm anywhere. He can't be on the map, because if he is, the Puck can just come and gank him and he'll die immediately. He can't really fight the Puck at this point. He can't hope to escape from the Puck. Puck is Blink Dagger, has illusory orb to chase. It's not really a good position, and RoX just has so much map control. Like you were saying earlier about that ward they placed in their base, it sees where they are on the map, and that ping was actually right on top of it. So I wonder if they're maybe suspecting it's there.
Yeah, we've got a disconnect coming up from NEXT.kz. It took quite a long time before they actually realized that, but they do pause. Wanna see that? 4 more kills with the Puck. I mean, that infest bomb is just so strong, and normally you just have, you know, you're jumping and you do some extra damage with maybe a Scream of the Queen of Pain, but now you also have an AoE silence, so you can't even, you know, maybe use your escape mechanism or something to try and run, like your Doppelwalk. It's just so troublesome, and like, they don't have all the tier 2 towers even yet, and they're already 14k gold ahead. Experience graph not looking any better, 15k in favor of NEXT.kz, and I'm really thinking, like, we've seen a comeback earlier today. Does NEXT.kz have it in them to hold it out long enough for that Phantom Lancer to get back into the game? Because I don't think so. But I need to have hope, because NEXT.kz has hope.
Are you talking about the first game of the day?
What's a bit of a
comeback? That was way closer than this, though.
Yes.
I don't think it ever got, if like looking at the charts, I don't think it ever got to this far out of hand. Like, it was back and forth, but
it still had an even kill score at that point.
Yeah, right.
And this
right.
is not 20-4.
Yeah, 20-4. So this would definitely be a comeback. If NEXT.kz get this, this is absolutely a comeback. And the other one, I don't know. It was kind of all over the place. It could have been anyone's game several times. This is like RoX would have to do something really silly. I think it's less what can NEXT.kz do and more what does RoX have to do to throw it. With
What
how far
does
ahead
RoX
they are.
has to do to throw it?
I don't know. Feed 1,000,000 kills. Feed 16 kills back until the kill score's even. Like, if that happens,
Light
pretty bad.
off.
I don't know what that means.
Well,
Power out?
turn the light on, I would say. Well, if the power is out, then how... I think that should be power off.
I don't know.
I think so, because if lights are off, then the computer is off too, maybe.
Angel PM in Skype. So he's talking to the admin?
Yeah, of course. And while we wait, I haven't even said this all day, but for the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament, there is actually things you can win. You can get a fully decked out gaming PC, which actually looks pretty good. So you should check that out. You can also win like keyboards and mice and headsets, etc. And you only have to like them on Facebook and give your email address to do that. And if you want to participate in that, you can go to gc.corsair.com. And that's all you have to do. So you should do that because it's, you know, it's very easy, I think. Normally you have to write why you have to win it or something, or, you know, why you, and it's like, meh, you don't want to do that. But if you just have to click a button, email address, boom, done.
Yeah, I
Oh, and you have to like them on Facebook. Did I say that? Yeah, that was the clicking.
Yeah, you
on the
did
bottom.
say that.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually use a Corsair keyboard and mouse.
Oh.
Interesting.
Aren't we politically correct for now? Right now.
Yeah, no, this tournament is like, I'm appropriate for this.
Yes.
Got my Corsair keyboard, I got my Corsair mouse. Something else. I think my power supply is probably Corsair.
And my power supply is Corsair. One of my SSDs is Corsair. I've got 2 of them. That's all the Corsair I have. By the
Yeah, my SSD is not Corsair. Yeah. But my peripherals are. That's good. I got it.
I got a different brand of those. I won't say them out of respect of the sponsor of the tournament. How about that? And I'm not getting paid to promote the person's or the maker of my peripherals, so screw that.
Alright, he's coming. That's weird. I wonder what the PM in Skype was about. I'm so curious now.
Yeah, he's turning the lights back on. Maybe it's
Maybe.
like, how long are we allowed to pause? Can we have our Keeper of Light crying in a corner for 5 minutes before he comes back? Oh, that's mean, Sheever. Why are you so mean?
Yeah, he's having a bad game. He needs to go cry it out.
Yeah.
Just get it out of his system now. Like, he's just having a terrible game. Just get it out.
He's 0-3-0, which is, you know, it is not that bad because it's the same score as that Mantis has.
He's less than a fifth of his team's deaths, so that's pretty okay.
Yeah, Magnus is the saddest one there. 2-7-2.
Yeah.
No, he's been in all 4 kills. No, like 100% involvement rate right there.
And a third of his deaths, his team's deaths.
Details. 100% involvement rate right there.
Details. Important details.
And of course,
Yeah, but he's trying to make kills happen whenever he can. It's just a lot of times he's making those kills happen at the cost of his life and some of his teammates' lives. And that's...
yeah. You can play with your own life, but you can't play with your teammate's life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's 3 people on RoX.KIS that haven't died yet this game. The Weaver, probably the most important one. Lifestealer hasn't died yet either, but I think the Weaver is like the silent one. Because we have, like... We've been seeing the Lifestealer all over the map with those ganks, right? But Weaver has actually been in 8 out of those 20 kills. I mean, even only the puck is higher than that. And Weaver is... got like 5 kills for himself. He's got 1900 gold. I'm actually thinking like he is going to be the secret carry. Should this game still turn around, Weaver will make it sure that RoX.KIS is going to be still winning it.
Well,
if the game turns around.
Is it really the secret carry? Weaver was in safe lane.
Well, as in the secret carry, the person that the carry that we haven't really seen that much of.
Yeah, I guess. He chased down supports is where a lot of his kills have come in, just in the bottom lane. When other stuff was going on, he'd be like, hey, Keeper Light, I'm going to chase you all the way to your tower. And Keeper Light's like, well, I'm dead. I can't get away. No escape whatsoever.
You win. Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah, he killed Keeper of Light at least twice out of those 5. And he dove quite a lot there.
Yeah, it's... Alright, what do we got with the stat? He's played Puck once before, and his team participation was 48%.
That's a big difference. Like, BCZ, I mean, we have to say, like, RoX.KIS, of course, they lost solo. So that's gonna be their solo mid, gone for them, because that's what solo did. And then you've got BCZ, the person that always played the carry. He played the gyro and the lifestealer, and he played the carry, like, almost all the time. All of a sudden, he is forced to play mid sometimes, and now he's playing the puck. Maybe also because Nexus said, like, okay, if you have a stand-in, he does what he does best, so that you don't have to worry too much about him. And therefore he is carry, BZ therefore mid. And he is playing a puck really nicely. And just some credit right here.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, but while he's doing a great job, I think a lot of it also comes down to Yol on the Rubik. He was really able to give BCZ a huge advantage early on with those ganks in the mid lane. Yol has been doing a fantastic job. He's got a couple deaths, but he's always been moving around, setting up kills all over the place, and creating that advantage in his lane.
Oh, blink in, silence, if it's out, Dream Coil, there goes 1, and this is gonna be 2, and Mechanism still helps him out a little bit, but Nexus is gonna chase, Nexus is gonna kill. There we go. Vacuum doesn't do anything anymore. That's 2 kills going the way of RoX.KIS. And the creep wave isn't even here. There's no tower. I mean...
Yeah, that's what I was, like, talking about. They were never... What are they gonna do? Puck is just going to have Nyx infested in, and they can't even hide behind the towers to defend them because they will just blink on them. Yep. You saw, like, 2 of them fought 3, 4 of them right there and just killed them. Like, whatever.
And I mean, right now, I mean, the level advantage, even if, like, the is quite decent right now, the level advantage that RoX.KIS has built up because they were ahead on the lane so much is kind of making sure that RoX.KIS, they can 3-on-5 NEXT.kz almost. It's just troublesome. And that's gonna be tier 2 tower top down. That was Tron that did that for himself. Mantis coming in to farm that though, but I think he's gonna be regretting that real soon if Tron continues to go on him. Tron doesn't have any dust or something, so Mantis will be able to double walk away, and he's forced to. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, there goes the Van score. That's still gonna be a kill. Equal is gonna go down as well though. That's 1 more hit. And there goes the Shadow Demon support for now. That's actually a really good fight for NEXT.kz. They didn't use the RP for that. And they do save their tower for now.
Yeah, Lich tried to throw out the ultimate as he was dying, but they NEXT.kz went with the Delta Split and just broke off. And one of the big problems with Lich ult, if you don't really have some way of holding them all in place, really, Lich ult doesn't do a ton. And that's really where Puck comes in, but BCZ really wasn't in initiation range, so he couldn't get the Dream Coil off on 2, 3 plus heroes.
And I think he used it in the previous fight, was still on cooldown, right? Should be. Should have been.
I mean, it was up when I looked, but that was when he got there, so I don't know if it was like really close or if it just come up. Not sure. Regardless, he wasn't there, so that's even more important than the cooldown being there. It's just Puck wasn't close enough to get in. Mjolnir picked up on Nyx. Not an item we see a ton of on Nyx.
Lightning. Everybody wants to shoot lightning.
I mean, yeah. I would want to shoot lightning.
Yeah.
Like, if I had a choice between not shooting lightning and shooting lightning,
I would also
I'd pick shooting lightning.
Shoot lightning, yes.
I think everyone would agree that we'd all pick shoot lightning. But maybe it's he wants the sweet animation that they have now, where the lightning's like crackling. Look at BCZ like blinking into their base, just scouting.
No, he really wanted to get the courier. He almost got it. It was 1 hit away from dying.
Oh, was it the courier?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, what is he blinking on here?
But he still has a blink, silence, and then infest out. They go on equal. Equal mechanism from Salkat helps out a little bit. Disruption helps out a lot more, but he still goes down. Nice demonic purge still up on BZZ, but it doesn't matter. Mechanism coming off from Vanscore will heal them up to full, and now they could take the tier 2 tower if the wave was actually there, but they keep diving without having the creep wave there, and then they waste some time waiting around for the wave to be there. maybe right now Roshan is a more likely opportunity, but they actually forget him as well. I mean, they're just killing right now. They're not even trying to get things in return for it. And this could actually be bad news for RoX, because Mantis is farming.
Yeah, it's sort of undisciplined, I guess. They're playing kind of sloppy, but they're getting a lot of kills for it because it's more fun.
Yeah.
It gives Mantis some time to try and come back into the game. He's still 2k below Puck, who is 2k below Lifestealer, who is like 1k below Weaver. Yeah. So he's got a long way to go to really get there. And if they are getting these kills, and eventually getting towers probably, then it's still pretty good for RoX. But Mantis gets a chance at least to get an item and maybe try and get involved in these team fights a little bit.
By RoX.KIS. Yes.
To give him a chance to get back in it?
Yes.
Right.
I feel that they do that. Like, I mean, they could have ended it by now. I think. They could go high ground.
It's possible that they could have tried to high
Lich
ground
ulti already bouncing through. Lich is actually going to be the one to go down. Lich ulti not doing that much. Delta split all the way. Nice Lich nice Lich kill though. Oh, Nexus. He really wants to do that. BZ already comes in as well. Blink away straight away. And there is a Dream Coil up on Stalcat. He doesn't have a surge anymore. Gets open wounded. Will end up going down. Illuminate will do something to force him back, but not enough. Creep Wave is still not there though. Maybe now they will be able to go, or will be going for the tower. It looks like that.
Yeah, that's not a lot of games.
No, but a high win rate. So you mostly pick it up when you think you've already, you know, you're ahead. So
yeah,
why not? I want to shoot lightning.
It's like, I get Mjolnir when I've already won the game, because it's a funny item.
Yep. Equal trouble, equal dead. Tower dead. As well.
Yeah, this Shadow Demon, he keeps getting close to towers, and I'm not sure what he thinks is going to happen when he gets close to towers. But the last, like, 4 times in a row, it's been he's died.
Well,
so
I just said it was noble for RoX to give NEXT.kz a chance to keep in the game. I now will say that Shadow Demon Equal is being very noble as well. He wants to make sure that Whatafaka feels less bad.
Alright, that makes sense. Like, you don't want your teammate to be soul-crushed going into the next game. So you're like, oh, I'll just get a bunch of deaths too. And that way we'll both feel bad.
Yeah, and then you feel like stronger because you both feel sad together. And then that makes you stronger and stuff. Yeah, awesome.
Alright. Can't be wrong. It's got to be perfect logic.
Yes.
Smoke Gank in the mid lane from NEXT.kz. I don't know what they're doing with it. These two heroes probably can't kill anyone but Lich.
They just killed Lich.
Yeah, they've been killing Lich. Like, don't get me wrong. Vanscore's died twice now to just like these two running up and just attacking them. But I don't know who else they're going for. I guess Rubik's up here. Maybe they get Rubik.
No, Pocket's another infest in him.
Bill's kind of blink dagger.
Oh. Yeah, he uses it. Magnus already down. There goes Stalkat as well. That was the smoke. Ended. Whatafaka? No, I mean Mantis. Running. TPing. Good. Courier though. That's what BZ wants, the courier. This time he gets it.
BCC is one that courier all game.
Yeah.
I guess he hates snails, I'm assuming is really the problem here.
They tried to gank the courier early on, couldn't do it, it was already flying, and now, like, he went into the base once, couldn't get it, and now he gets it, finally. In the meantime, Yul finds himself equal, gets disrupted in return for his Fate Bolt, but the telekinesis is still gonna be there. Where is his team though? Because I think he needs his team to be able to do this. Disruption, Stola, nice Demonic Purge. Soulcatcher's on there as well, that's a bit awkward, but oh well.
He disrupted himself.
Yes, because he could. He likes making illusions. But I mean, right now, I actually like the fact that Rubik gets less strong the further you are ahead. Because if your team is this much ahead, the spells that you steal are a lot lower level than they otherwise would be.
Yeah, but you also got to figure that you're using them on lower level people.
True.
It's like it's kind of one of those whatever things. Like it's still a spell that Rubik's stealing, and he's got a blink dagger, which is very powerful. Next is he going with the smoke gank again, and they even drew a line for us to see that they want to go to Roshan. Unfortunately, Roshan's dead before they leave their base.
A bit too late, and that's Tron with the Aegis. He also got himself the Deadless. Bit of a different order of build as we've seen from Jackal in the previous games, but still doing pretty well.
I don't know. Weaver, he's got an Aegis, and he had just the Demon Edge. I feel like he could have made your dream come true here and just built Rapier Weaver.
That's a shame.
He's got the Aegis, like, it was free. What could go wrong?
He hasn't died yet. Though, I guess, I mean, if you give an Aegis to, or Divine Rapier to a Phantom Lancer, it doesn't really matter that much, because his illusions don't get it. Wait a second, that's a Shadow Demon dead. Nice, Lich Ultimate still bouncing through, doing a lot of damage here. In the meantime, Stowcat will get picked off. Magnus also already dead. There goes Mantis, also dead. Buyback from the Shadow Demon, GG is called. Well, that was an excellent fight coming off from RoX.KIS, and that was a very sad game for NEXT.kz, because they were in the end 25k gold behind, 25k experience behind, and they couldn't seem to get their laning stage going, and because of that they couldn't get time for Mantis to farm, and RoX.KIS just dominated this entire game, and I think we're gonna see a new battle plan coming off from NEXT.kz.
Yeah, that was a stolen RP Yol got there. With the Lich Ultimate, and when you get RP'd into Lich Ultimate, it's not fun for your team at all.
Not at all.
So yeah, good fight from RoX.
Okay.
Yol played terrific, I think.
Yeah, he just died
Pretty
still.
Much, yeah, he'd suicide to tier 4 towers, like whatever. But yeah, good game, and definitely next. Probably, I don't know if they haven't been playing much in the new patch, but this draft for them was very 6.77.
Yeah, old-fashioned.
And the game is very 6.78, so we'll see if they maybe have a new strategy with some of the changes in mind, or if they're still going to try and force something older and maybe end up looking a little sloppy as the next game comes.
Yep, and we're gonna see the next game right now, because of course we are gonna jump ourselves into game number 2 of Group A for the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament. It's a GSL style group stage, so the winner of this match will move on to the winners bracket finals. The loser of this will move on to round number 1 of the loser bracket, which will happen after this match, so stick around for that one. The group that RoX.KIS and NEXT.kz are in, by the way, also has got Virtus Pro and IC Cup in there. And yeah, let's bring back Tidehunter. Hope that for the next game. Stick around for game number 2 between RoX.KIS and NEXT.kz. Don't go anywhere.